So this last part is defending in our defensive third, and in general we have a similar setup again with the nine being both uh, you know, in front of and of the six, but also marking the six for switch play. So to some extent, that principle of defending the central areas and marking the midfielders stays true everywhere. Um, so it's the first principle again here is that we're trying to man mark in and around the box. We get more compact though, you can see vertically compact as we get closer to the goal. So we don't have the same amount of space, and as players move around, we're still marking them, and we're still paying attention to where they go. So we get more, we maintain our vertically compact and horizontally compact here in the final in this half. So we're getting more and more and more compact. We're still pressing in threes. We're still doing all the other things we've been doing defensively all the way up to this point. And we still have the same basic rule that if the ball's over here on the strong side, as we press here and we push over here, that the weak side wing still goes up for counterattacks, and the nine is still available in this area to receive the ball and counter. So now you see what I did here, though, is I got even more compact on this side. I left this player open. The two could even step up into this area again. Weak side backs can come in and make it part of the net. We're marking here pretty tight, and we're trying to force a ball that's going to get caught again. So the net has to all move together, but we're trapping on the wings. We're protecting the central areas. We're not so much worrying about the outside. Weak side wings move up. So that's been the same. That idea is now the same in all three areas of the field. All right. As we get as the ball gets more forward now, we're still using the pressure. So we have, and we're still using the strong side wings are still coming back to help defend, and now maybe we're more like this. The five's dropping in, so you see we have that counter shape. That's weird. We have the opposite shape here of a diamond, protective diamond. So the five might drop into here. We have the bottom of the diamond here. So in this case, the five is acting as cover for this area, and the six is marking here. Maybe the four is here, right? Two is now dropped in here, but we have a diamond shape right here. It's the defensive diamond with three pressing. This one's pressing space and providing support. All right, and so it's important because they're going to be making runs into here that we stay in, marking them, and in and around the box we want to be on people, right? And so everybody's got to get behind the players and be on this side of it. The nine is the only one because now the nine is going to be shielding this way because the ball's not up here, the ball's down here, and so the nine's here, right? If we win the ball, we can come right out. The 10 should drop all the way back too. All right, so by the time we're in this area here, everybody's got to have somebody to mark. Maybe the nine's already all the way in the box, and so the six is now defending the space here, looking for runners, right? Ideally, the six doesn't have to mark except as a support to other people. So if the 10 moves over here, now the six can step to here, and again, we have to be paying attention to what's happening with the people in the box because obviously they're going to be moving around. And so in and around the box, we man mark, we get more compact, and we're trying to force the ball, down into the corners here. We also know that once the ball's in here, they're going to try to get the ball back to the central area, and so it becomes really important for the 2 and the 8, to anticipate what their midfielders and the six are to anticipate what their midfielders are doing, because they're trying to do the opposite of what we were doing, right? They're now trying to get numbers in the box, and they're trying to take shots and create opportunities. And so at this point, we have to be man marking everybody. So again, closest presses the ball. We have a support person here on part of the diamond. We have a support person here, right? We have the keeper here, so they're part of the setup also. By the time we're all the way here, I'm not even sure that's necessary, because there's no, if the ball's over here, there's not much of a shot here. So, this is where the keeper needs to communicate. Two's got to pay attention to your post run. So again, man marking again. 8 wants to stay here, connected here. All right. So the principles here again are basically the same. I would say the ones we're adding in this area would be: we man mark in and around the box. We anticipate when they're wide. We anticipate the ball into the middle. So the 8, these players here in the central area, you're defending the space here in front of the goal. You've got to be prepared for the ball to come through here, through into here, right? You've got to be prepared for people to make runs coming down here. The 9's got to come all the way in if that's going to happen, right? No chances at shooting. Basically, the danger area is right here. This whole area they going to be taking shots from. All right. So get compact, man mark in and around the box as we enter into the area here. Trap if we can, and then the counter attack. Again, we have a player up here for the counter attack. We have a 9 who's on the ball side of this player, and so the 9 can receive the ball here, and we can immediately start a run here, and this player can head up, and we can start a pass through here. So we want to be positioned in a place where we're in front of these players, because remember, this player now may come all the way up to try to be an option to play a ball in. So we need to stay marking on this side here. The 9's going to be available to get, if we get the ball, the 9 will be available to get the ball here. Tons of space to run into right here now. So weak side wing up. The 9 is who's marking the 6 is available for the counterattack, and then we counterattack. And you can see here, all the other rules apply. We move as a group, we stay compact. The only most important thing in this area is we're man marking. We're not just zonal marking. We don't want this 8 to be in here. That leaves that person available. We don't want the 9 to be up here because that leaves this person available. So everybody's got to get in here. The only people that might be free were going to be one of the center backs, who's going to always try to be in cover here, and of course the keeper. All right. So, and then for the keeper, basically anything in the box is your responsibility. So players being marked, balls being grabbed, anything in the 6 is yours to grab, and anything in the penalty area is yours to command. So who to mark, how to mark, where to move. Do you want the 3 to press? The 3 should be pressing into the corner, or pressing, back out, try to force the ball back out. Again, sort of depends on the situation. All right, so that's final third ideas. Let's try to remember all of those. I think, they're pretty straightforward, but if we have the same 2 or 3 or 4 ideas, I think probably the thing here that people will forget the most is man marking in and around the box. So we have to maintain paying attention to who's where, and make sure that we're paying attention to runners who are making runs into space here to get the ball, not get too fixated on what's happening over here with the ball. Yep, and when the ball recirculates out, if it comes all the way back up to here, then we step. Everybody's got to step, step, step. Get out of the box, get out of the box, out, out, out. Everybody's out of the box. The 9's back up here, 6 is back up there. For the 5 push-up, everybody out of the box. Okay, so ball goes back. That's a good sign. That means we set them back. Everybody's got to step up together. And the keeper and the center backs are responsible for telling people that. Okay, that's it for the final third. I'll send this one out too, make it available for everybody. Let me know if you have any questions.